Okay, so let's watch Linda now move through a plank series. So she's in the beginner position here, and what I want you to take notice of now is just how lovely and flat Linda is through the back of her spine. So if you imagine a line through the back of her head, middle of her shoulders to bottom right down to the knees, that's a lovely straight line. So this is what we refer to as a neutral spine. And so these plank positions are fabulous at really strengthening in around the spine. And so when you can hold that position on your knees for 30 seconds, you'll then move into this position when Linda is now on her toes. And notice again that lovely straight line all the way through her back. While she's in all of these positions, then Linda is drawing her navel, her belly button back towards her spine. Again, she's come up into this position up on her arms now. So as well as it taking a great deal of strength through her stomach, through her core, then she's also adding an additional amount of strength through her shoulders as well. So she's squeezing her butt tight at all times through here as well to help keep that lovely neutral spine. So when you can comfortably hold that position, we can make it a bit more difficult by bringing some movement into it. So notice that Linda is still staying very much with that neutral spine. She's very straight through the shoulders, the buttocks, and the legs. Again, she's keeping that belly button drawn right back into the spine. She's remembering to breathe the whole time. So if you start to wobble through any of these movements, start to get the shakes, then again, it's time for you to rest. So these plank exercises, when done properly, are fabulous for core strength. They're great to take a lot of pressure off the lower part of the back there. In fact, this is something that I've been giving to patients of mine for years who suffer from low back pains. So again, this is a very advanced movement that Linda's doing at the moment, so you don't want to start at this. Work your way up to this movement, so when you can come from the elbows and the knees up onto the hands and the feet as well. So now Linda's moving into a side plank. And again, notice that nice straight line that she has all the way through her chest to her knees here. So her hips aren't dropping too low or they're not dropping too high as well. She has her arms stretched lovely out on top. So here she's going to come up onto her feet to make it a little bit more difficult again. So her feet are close together. She's looking up towards that beautifully outstretched arm. So as well as this being a really great exercise for her core and for her strength as well, it takes a lot of shoulder stability as well. So when you can comfortably hold that side position, then again, let's add some movement into it. So in this case here, then Linda's turning her body, she's reaching right in behind. Now when we're doing any of these side planks, remember also that we would do them left and right side. Look at that lovely straight line that Linda has all the way through her chest to her knees. Again, her hips aren't dropping either too low or too high.